Can you hear me? I know there's no music right now, but can you at least hear me? Yes. Bit of a shame considering the very good games you probably missed now. Can you see me? Hello? It's kind of dark. No, can't bump that up. Okay. Let's just... Hello there. A little bit zoomed in. Can I just bump up? No, don't want to do that. Okay, let's... What about you going... No, well, okay. Why are you being so strange? Well... It's just kind of lost any kind of... It's just washed out. We're dealing with it today. That's just what we're dealing with today. Okay. Okay. So there's that. Now let's slowly, one by one, turn things on, shall we? Tech support stream. Everything is broken. Everything is broken. And dead. Dying. For some reason, my speakers are set. Okay, let's... Okay. Let's see. Let's just disable all kinds of speakers. Let's just disable all kinds of things. This and this. Okay. Am I still audible? Am I still audible? Yes. Okay. For some reason my camera has its mic. Don't know why. I was just checking if that was doing anything. NieR. Opening. It's opening. Is my headset? It is on. Okay. NieR to start silently. Okay. Okay, I can hear. Can you hear? There is audio. So, I only have one monitor right now. Until tomorrow. Okay. Now you are going... So I can't see OBS right now. So I'm gonna need you to tell me if the stream is lagging. If anything goes to shit. Okay. I'm just gonna be watching that little FPS corner. So far it seems pretty good. Okay, okay. We'll see when it gets to the actual gameplay. Because... I did just bump up all of the graphics. Oh my. Look at the game. Wow. It has graphics. Okay. Okay. Did I upgrade? I may have upgraded. I have spent my day building an entire new PC just so that I can play this game in 60 FPS for you, Shadow. So it's kind of dropping to 50, but that's not even noticeable to me. And I should be streaming it at like 1080, 60. What were we doing? any incomplete quests. Oh yeah, we just straight to the top. So I've got a 3060 plugged in right now, which is why I bumped everything up to the max. A non-scalper price. Also, Beastbane level 2. Because it doesn't need... Oh, I can just check what it needs to put right here. It doesn't need the fucking things that never drop for me. And it needs a complex machine, which the big boss dropped for me, and I... Yes. How do I... Weapon stories. Yeah, right. The general loved to make war. He enjoyed nothing more than watching cities burn and corpses pile up. And he fought not to subjugate, but simply to destroy all that he could. His well-trained soldiers laid waste to towns, cities, and even nations for the sake of their general. And as they hewed and hacked and chopped, the general would chuckle to himself in the most vulgar of terms. I have to go and speak to, yes, boats. I'm excited to see what this game is actually meant to look. It is so fluid, 60 FPS. It does feel good. Like, 30 doesn't feel bad to me, because I essentially just have to live my entire life in 30 FPS. But 60 sure is fluid.
What's up, Popola?
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
Dearest Popola, I hope this letter finds you well. I am writing in the hopes of bringing to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. I'm writing in hopes of bringing to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. I was hoping I might be able to get your advice, Dream, on the matter. Recently there have been dream reports, dream of a certain dream of dream, evil dream, anti, dream curse, dream, evil dream, words, dream, and dream, someone dream.
That is certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
Who's it from?
The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth. It's a wooded area up north.
The Forest of Myth?
They're usually a bright and cheerful group of people. Something like this is very out of character for them. I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll check it out.
You will? But...
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
Oh, well, all right. Thank you.
Okay, wait 1 second. I'm going to do that. Okay, so can you hear me right now? And can you see me right now? You shouldn't be able to see me, but you should be able to hear me. FPS drop. Okay, so now you can see me. Why is the FPS drop? Okay. I just needed to tab out and back in again. Okay. And you can hear me now and see me, yes. Shopping list for the day, yes. Okay, you should be able to hear me again. Okay. shopping list for the day shall be one beverage of my choice. A beverage.
Make sure you stop.
How does one buy a beverage?
Combat.
You sell a beverage? Is there a beverage spender?
Why not?
Your flowers.
I hope you grow.
Get up my fridge. Fridge. I don't have a fridge, Shadow. Looks like I have one already. Guys, it's for me, not the game. Yeah. Yeah. I do have water. Thank you. My choice will always be water. But it's the only thing I can drink. Or else it's this way. I'm almost out though. I forgot to eat all day whilst I was building my computer. It's too tense and stressful. Well, I haven't played anything but this so far. Oh, I haven't killed anything with this sword yet either. Whoa, it looks so good. Shadow, you never told me that the game looks good. What did you tell me? Who is doing it? Back, fuck it. I want to kill something big. Hold on, dream. Hello, Thunder. I'm gonna fight the big mini boss. Here comes thunder, here comes the rain. How's it going, buddy? You got the 3-pixel, right? Final Fantasy collection. Did you get the whole thing, or did you just get some of them? You did. I'm curious in your opinion. Whole thing. Okay. I'm kind of hoping that they get modded to have bonus content that isn't in it for some reason. So I'm keeping my eyes on it. Because if I can play essentially... Well, first of all, it doesn't look as good as the PSP port. Slight balance change to make the game less grindy and something taken out, nothing make up for your own music over a rebound, that's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, the balance changes are nice. But the PSP remakes had extra content which were good extra content. Right? 4 on PSP is a masterpiece. But that isn't in 3 pixels. And I would like it to be. Until PSP so long ago. Yeah. It's a shit show. If you want to know which platform is best for a Final Fantasy game, you have to go through lists for every game. 1 has so many ports. I don't know. 3 Pixel probably is going to be the best of all 1. 4 is PSP. 6 is either Game Boy or SNES. I think the Game Boy version is better, but the audio is fucked. So if you can mod the audio, the Game Boy version to be the SNES audio, get 5 on GBA. 5 is the best version. 5's best version is on Game Boy, I believe. That's what I played it on, and I'm pretty sure I looked into it first. Does this thing spawn? Is it based on time of day, or is it just random chance to spawn? In fact, if they reduce the grind to 5, I think it needs to be overcast. Okay. Does that just happen? I should just ignore this for now, basically, is what I'm just saying. That's what I'm gonna do. It's a shame. Yeah, so because I got... The 3060 only has 1 HDMI port and it has 3 display ports. Neither of my monitors work with display ports, they don't have ports for them. So I've got a HDMI to display port coming tomorrow, so I'll actually get my second monitor back. It's painful existing without 2 monitors, I have to say. Forums, and some people hated the rebalance because they're under the impression it would be like the NES. I think they're a bit unreasonable. Well, yeah, that's pretty unreasonable. Why were they under the impression it's a remake or a remaster? It's not a remake. You need to head to seafront straight to weather the village will keep when you went to. Okay. Well, no, I can. No, I don't. Based on NES, but 300 is based on so wrong. Other area changes whether the village keeps it. Yeah, that's something I do care, but I've wasted so much time already. The ad said based on NES. I don't know, they just want a fucking port then? What do they want? A retextured port? Just port it and then mod open texture over it. I agree with rebalancing it so it's less grindy because... yeah, it's... Fuck. Are you guys actually going to talk to me this time? Because I came here before and you all gave me the silent treatment.
Beware.
I turn myself up a little bit or the game down a little bit? Can I turn myself up a little bit? Is it great? I can get closer. Okay, this maybe. Am I louder now? I don't know if I'm louder now. If I just keep talking like this, you hear me fine.
Words?
So if I
What do you
speak-
mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
Vice's voice rose in a quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The mayor stared at Waka and Vice.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
The mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream spread across the forest of NieR. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined that the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Vice stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly. The words are overtaken. Oh, fuck. No, Shadow, it's helpful. Thank you.
Now see here.
Am I louder?
Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the death dream?
Before the mayor could confirm Waka's suspicion, Vice exploded with rage.
Ridiculous, preposterous, completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remark.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Waka had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain
Said the man.
conversation, a specific word, something.
Waka, and Vice racked their brains, but could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless
Grimoire
conversations.
Vice does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Vice chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Vice looked skyward, as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Waka like a contagion. Wait, said Waka suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? There are many evils. Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out from contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Vice aside in the process. He must have said something, right? He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words. What was it? It was about dreaming, or something that dreams, or... what the hell was it? A sheep. A sheep, cried Vice suddenly. blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Waka's face suddenly lit up. "I remember," he said. "Those who dream." "That's what he said, I'm sure of it." At this, the mayor produced a thick sheet of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Waka. "That sounds right," he said as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. "My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep." The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. "For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream," he said. "I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along, but I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams." The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. "I should probably be taking notes or something." Vice immediately fired back. "I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams," he said. "But perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it." The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. "I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it." He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. "My village was beautiful," he said to no one in particular. "It was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. And once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. I won't stop trying until that happens." Waka nodded in agreement. "Huh? Wait a second. I didn't nod." "Look, if we can be of any help," said Waka, "just ask." "Now hold on! I did not just say that." "Silence!" cried Vice. The Grimoire looked from Waka to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. "Grimoire Vice's face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet, you seemed surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes?" The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. "Oh my god," he said. You're right! I had no idea you were coming." "The human imagination is a limitless engine," said Vice, "and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out." "Thank you," said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you." "Payment is not required. We're as eager as you to be done with this place." The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. "Good luck, you two," he called at the departing forms of Waka and Vice. "We're all counting on you." As Waka slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of déjà vu. "I saw this man once," he thought. "But where?" Waka's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Vice was proving to be spectacularly poor travelling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Waka to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Vice muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Waka snapped. "Okay, Vice, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk." Waka leaned against the tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back.
How can this stupid forest be so big?
He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out at a volume that rattled his teeth. Waka slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard.
Vice! What's going on here?
Waka could see Vice's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled, and then, just as Waka's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zrit, 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 zrit. Shack, shack, shack. Chee, Shik, shik, shee, shik, 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 see. As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, Waka began to detect patterns in the sound.
This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else.
The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question.
1 with its lacking, 2 with its ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it?
By my pages, is this a riddle?
I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced. Maybe it's the key to getting out of this place.
Then I leave it to you to answer.
1 with its lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it?
The answer is
A secret.
inwardly furious that Vice left the task to him. Waka sighed and gave the only answer that made sense.
It's a secret. Right?
The sound of the insect stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Waka, like a rippling wave, opening a new path.
These forest arthropods are making a road for us,
said Vice with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Waka moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose.
I guess the forest has accepted us, huh?
Said Waka after a bit. Vice spun around to face his companion.
Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads.
As Vice finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, Waka picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water.
Good heavens,
said Vice. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words.
I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I?
Absurdly easy,
barked Vice.
Now answer it.
Waka grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion.
He's right after all. This one is pretty easy.
I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I?
Sunlight!
A plume of water suddenly bursts from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon.
In all my years,
said Vice softly,
I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look!
cried Waka, awakening Vice from his daze.
There's a house or something over there.
Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Vice saw a small cottage nestled among the trees.
That's weird, isn't it, Vice? I mean, who'd build a house all the way out here?
Waka walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Waka, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man held up a hand and began speaking.
I have 4 legs in the morning, and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I?
Waka tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing here, but he simply repeated the question.
If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Vi, it seems we must answer his riddle.
Yeah, I suppose, said Waka. Well, at least it's an easy one. A man. The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried Waka. The small man shook his head.
I am not the mayor, you know.
I am not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words.
Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself.
Sorry? What's that mean?
It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the Death Dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance.
With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Waka watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Waka and Vice returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against the tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them.
Good gravy,
he cried.
You made it. You actually made it back.
His left hand grasped Waka's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Vice by the cover and swung him through the air.
By the heavens, stop shaking me, fool. We've not even told you if we were successful or not.
The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head.
I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
Waka withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke Death Dream's seal, he said. At least, I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as Waka filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the 3 of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Waka cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep?
Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself.
Waka and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth.
Have you forgotten?
Continued Vice.
It is words that control the Death Dream. Words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, the words tell us to sleep, and sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue.
With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breathing slowing, their breath slowing.
This is the first time,
began the mayor.
The first time I felt tired. Since I wasn't here.
His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour, or a year. When they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. Waka shook the mayor's shoulder gently.
Good news,
he said.
I think we made it. Wow,
said the mayor in an awed voice.
We did it. I'm back.
He blinked once, and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him.
You two have no idea how much this means. The Death Dream was spreading through our village, and I wanted to... Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream.
The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Wacker and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet.
Real life may take some time getting used to,
Said the mayor as a wry smile crossed his lips.
You shall relearn in short order, I am sure.
Said Weiss.
For now, you should return to your home and rest. No,
Said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet.
no, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the Death Dream. I have to save them.
The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village. Then bowed his head and prayed slightly.
This is a holy tree.
He explained when the prayer was finished.
It's the guardian of our village's history. Memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder.
Muttered Weiss.
We should not put our faith in the gods.
The mayor shook his head.
Not the gods, the words. Legends say that our tree is home to a powerful magic, known as a sealed verse.
Wacker and Weiss could not contain their surprise. It seemed a gold had been found in the most unexpected of places.
I say,
Muttered Weiss.
this is certainly a stroke of luck.
As the three of them said their goodbyes, Wacker mentioned the strange man, giving them the third ring and the mysterious words he had left them with.
I once saw a version of you that was not yourself.
Muttered the mayor.
What in the world does that mean?
Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment.
You know,
He said softly.
this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before, too.
Wacker tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice.
Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the Death Dream. It probably doesn't mean anything.
Wacker gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing.
There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. What exactly is going on here?
That riddle would prove to be the most difficult of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Playing dark execution magic. Summon magical spikes from the ground to impale enemies.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's
Indeed.
almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink it, Vice.
Okay. Sound. Okay, if I bump it down 2. Might be better. What have I got here then? Well, okay, so I want that on this instead of Dark Phantasm. There's so many cool abilities and I wish I could use them all. This is very cool.
Now I can finally return to a normal life.
That was also a very cool
This is
section.
one of the most bizarre diseases I
Unit
have
that
ever
didn't do
encountered.
anything.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Berries. Okay. I'm gonna quickly grab a drink. Okay. Hello, DJ. How long the average playthrough? I don't think I want to know, actually. Normally I would, but I think it gives some things away with this. You're reading my book? Hell
This
yeah,
person
dude.
must be dreaming too.
It would appear that way, yes.
Can't say I'm very excited to go back there.
Oh, it's more reading?
That dream world sort of creeps me out.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Yeah.
Is it more reading? I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, for I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison, is tucked beneath the stairway in the long, unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside, I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that plays without end. Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes. An eternity slips by in a single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say. My saviour. I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is a product of my addled mind. Surely it cannot be true. Help me, I cry. For the love of all the gods, help me! Impossibly, I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy in a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to blackness, explode with pain, and I am forced to turn away. Who are you? I ask, hands covering my face. How have you come to this place? I am Grimoire Weiss. This is Waka. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand. We shall awaken from this nightmare together. The one known as Waka extends his hand and pulls me from the cell. Though my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom, my ears are keen as ever, and they recognize the staccato sound of heavy rain. I never thought to hear that again, I whisper. Would that this were not such a terrible storm, said Grimoire Weiss. Look at your feet. I force my eyes open and see water pooling around my ankles and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know you are weak. You are our only hope to survive this place. Time, that long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers, no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. Are the audio levels okay, by the way? No. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpeted velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Video's good, nice. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of grey matter. Okay. My laptop has just turned itself off, so I cannot see Twitch now. It has been shoved against the side of the wall, and despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of a door just beyond. And it's back. That's strange. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the beds and back again, until the horror dawns full upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know. Sanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. I make a sound, whether scream or laughter I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leaving that most terrible of rooms. I sprint down dim corridors. South is where I came from. go east. I will go north. I will go north. At the end of the path, the waters rise to my waist, exhausting me both physically and spiritually. I pray that this is the way out. Eventually, I can stand the sight of the waters no longer. So I turn my eyes upward. Imagine my surprise when I see a series of paintings hanging on the faded plaster wall. Each depicts a person in the prime of life, clad in clothing of the highest quality. The styles, however, are strange to me, leading me to believe that these people had lived long, long ago. One subject wears an outfit that particularly catches my eye. It is constructed of a thin, breezy cloth, decorated with a motif of flowers and birds. While encircling the figure's waist is a leather belt of the most perfect construction. It is a stunning costume, even by modern standards. As I gaze at the portrait, I am struck by a desire to touch it with my own hands. Yet, as I extend a single finger to the painting, I am gripped by a most unpleasant feeling. Staring closely at the image, I see it bend and warp into the shape of another finger. Something behind the picture is pointing at me. Is it another prisoner? A fellow inmate trapped for eternity in this place? I cannot let it pass, so I seize the portrait with both hands and throw it into the water. The wall is hollow behind the painting, and inside I can just make out a body. Whether or not this is a prisoner, there would be no rescue. Poor soul is long dead. Scraps of clothing lie on the floor around the house. Only a small amount of the fabric has survived, but it features the same delicate designs that were depicted in the portrait. I have been admiring a row of corpses, blocked from view by portraits of each victim at their pinnacle. Enough. Shielding my eyes, I paddle forward through the water. I squint down the dim corridors, proceed south, and then I will go east. At the end of the path, I find myself in a great hall with only the sounds of rain for comfort. The waterlogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet as I approach the centre of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table, upon which rests china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table's head, but as the truth of the matter dawns on me, I recoil in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse, as are all the invited guests. An army of foul, wriggling insects have made homes in their remains, and this is the movement I saw. This once splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem of the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaking hands, and slowly back away from the table. Desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me, my gaze lands on the chairs upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake, for the chairs prove to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that run from the seat, up the back, and down the arms. This explains the colour of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead when the meal began. For if not, it is a simple task to envision the agonised screams that must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasps frantically at the possibility that these souls had committed some terrible crime, for which this was the punishment. Though in truth, I suspect they had committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. Against all hope, we make it to the front door. "Break it down!" someone cries, and so I give myself the effort. In tandem with Whacker and Grimoire Vice, I slam my body against the thick, sturdy door. On the third try it gives way, and we find ourselves sprawled on the ground outside the castle. The storm is in retreat. The clouds above are still dark and foreboding, but to the west, I can see a thin shimmer of sunlight trying to break through.
How can I thank you?
I cry as tears join the rain on my cheeks.
I would surely have died in there.
Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is in tatters, and sheepishly try to cover the exposed skin.
Your dress?
Asked Vice.
Then you're a woman, madam. I am. I proffer the two a smile. I suppose that comes as something as a surprise, seeing as how I only exist in the form of words. I can see the one known as Wacker is disappointed that the torn dress will be given no further description, but he hides it well. With a nod and a shrug, the three of us set forth for our awakening. But behind us, an awakening of another kind has taken place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside with their final shroud. After a moment, the castle's windows shatter with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blows through the hallways and corridors, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watch in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. The castle's dead have awakened to their new life as shades.
You have anything to say about that?
Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time.
I hear that.
Thank you so much for saving me.
Well then, Final Fantasy 1, you had to go all the way across the fucking world to get a key to a dungeon. That sounds about right. Maybe one day I'll get around to playing that game, but it doesn't really appeal to me at the moment.
I never want to have a dream like that again.
Why not? It sounded lovely. That one was very Lovecraftian. I liked it. There's a lot of techniques that he used. Oh, one more. I'm gonna fucking lose my voice.
And another victim. This work certainly is trying.
What we're gonna do?
I figured a book like you would be into all the...
Even I have my exceptions. Now let's be off.
A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Weiss and Wacker had never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in.
Those buildings must be huge if we can see them from this far away. What do you think, Weiss?
As Weiss considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity.
Perhaps they are some manner of mirage.
He said,
Under this heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight.
Wacker nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in his place. He thought he'd never been so thirsty. The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, thin wisps of grass pushed through the rocky surface, as if defying those who had laid this material down over their home. The heat reflecting from the road made Wacker light-headed. His feet hurting, he crouched down to rest.
I don't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke? Yes or what?
The complaining has already begun. Weiss tried not to let his eyes roll too much.
A joke?
He said.
No, no. No joke. This road leads to the city of art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work. You don't sound very sure of yourself there. Perhaps not, but thinking of it in this way might make it easier for you to bear.
Wacker glanced at Weiss's grinning face, shook his head, and resumed walking. As time passed, Wacker's great feet grew more painful, and his throat drier than he thought possible. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead, because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses.
We are definitely getting closer,
said Weiss in an effort to cheer his companion.
Yes, this much is certain.
Encouraged, Wacker lifted his gaze. Suddenly he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide open, and his finger pointing in the distance.
Water!
He cried.
It's water! Water?
Asked Weiss.
Preposterous. I don't see any water. Over there, just ahead of us. Look, the sun is reflecting off of it.
Without waiting for a response, Waka sprang to life and bounded towards the sign.
What in the...
There was no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. Waka closed his eyes and sighed as Vice slowed up behind him and chuckled softly.
I believe this is known as a mirage, he said. Many a desert traveler has spoken of such things.
Waka shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly, he pointed off in the distance, his eyes wide once more.
Wait, there it is! I just missed it! Look, it's right there!
Waka sprinted off again, leaving Vice with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, Waka came to a halt.
I could have sworn it was right around here.
Confused, he put his hands up to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue, shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded off in search of it. The chase continued for nearly an hour, until an exasperated Vice finally floated up to Waka and struck him in the face with his cover.
Enough, you blithering idiot! Stop this at once! There is no water here!
Waka's face clouded.
There isn't?
There is not. And perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much. Vice paused for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone.
However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems we have arrived in the City of Art.
Waka looked up. Stretched out before him was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end.
They're huge,
cried Waka, completely forgetting the heat and pain of the last few hours.
I've never seen anything so big.
Each sculpture was formed from roughly the same shape. A tall rectangle that stretched up towards the sky. But that is where the similarities ended. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected light in 1,000 directions, whilst others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires on their tops, whilst others possessed triangular caps.
What kind of city is this?
Said Waka.
Where are the people? Where are the houses? Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use.
The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels sat silent on steel rails. Beautifully carved works with lights of red and amber and green dangled on every street. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of materials they'd never before encountered. The sheer variety of colours and styles was staggering. Unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract works around them, Waka and Vice eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. Waka uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them.
Finally. I was getting tired of modern art.
The 3 statues were indistinguishable, except for a single word chiseled into their right arms. One read Alpha, one read Beta, and the other one read Gamma. As Waka moved over to touch the nearest statue, a bird flew from the top of one of the sculptures. Alighting on the statue's shoulder, it emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words.
Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies.
With that, the bird departed. As if on cue, the 3 statues shuddered to life, acquiring colour and form as they began to breathe.
Hey, look at that,
said Waka.
They're alive.
The triplets bowed before Waka. Please, said Alpha.
You have to get me out of this nightmare. I'm real.
Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to Waka and threw his hands in the air. Alpha's a fake. You know, I'm the real one.
What a load of crap, said Gamma.
Beta is fake. Everyone knows I'm the only real one around here. Their respective pleas given, the 3 statues returned to their frozen state as silence once again enveloped the city.
When you consider all of the statements, only one of them could be the real thing,
said Vice. Waka furrowed his eyebrows and considered his answer. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth, the false ones will only speak lies. I can't remember what they said.
The real one is Alpha.
The eyes of the statue shone with an eerie light. The light grew stronger and stronger until Waka and Vice were forced to turn away.
It would seem
Yeah.
we'd
Yep.
best... and
I figured
even...
Yep. Oh my god. Alpha says he's real. Beta says that Alpha is lying. And that Alpha is a fake. And that he is real. Gamma says that Beta is a fake. Everyone knows Gamma is the real one. Well, Alpha's a fake, so Beta's the real one.
The real one is Beta. Beta.
Brute, though Wacker's voice betrayed a noticeable lack of confidence, was relieved to see Vice nodding at him.
If Alpha were telling the truth,
Began Vice in the dry tones of Electra.
Beta and Gamma would be fakes. But in that case, Gamma's claim that Beta is fake wouldn't be the truth. Even though Gamma is a liar. Therefore, that theory crumbles.
Yeah. As Vice finished his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled soundlessly into dust, while Beta sprang to life once more.
Congratulations, villager.
Said Vice in a cheerful voice.
The time to awaken has arrived.
Thank you for saving me, roared the villager. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head, as low as it could go before an uncomfortable whacker pulled him to his feet.
Why did you have a dream like this?
Asked Vice.
Have you been to the city before?
The villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape, then shook his head.
I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I've ever been to a place like this. But at the same time, I feel like I've seen it before. Deja-vu. Just like the mayor.
The vague sense of unease that struck Wacker during the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind.
that was rough.
I am positive I have seen that place before.
Okay, that's enough. Don't need you getting all weird on me, too. Okay, there. Now all the villagers can wake up, right?
Yes, if the mayor's assumption was correct. I think I've had enough wordplay to last a lifetime. Thank you very much.
You're telling me. Anyway, let's go see the mayor.
Okay. Are we done with the talking? Are we done with the talking? That was a
Oh,
riddle.
how wonderful. Thank you so much.
They're all classics, though, you know?
Here, I have something for you.
Wow, this looks valuable. I can really have it?
Of course, it's apparently a weapon of some renown, but we have little use for it.
Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you again.
I just
for
want to run
everything.
around and look at the beautiful world in 1080, in high graphics. Yeah, it's like the Southern original. It's a shame. That is a really cool section, though. That whole thing was very cool. Fucking banana. I'm Ed. Hey, Piranha. I'm in Accio. I've been studying the blade. strange that the weapons don't have different animations. I don't really... maybe they all become different at some point when you level them up.
So how was the village?
I am.
Oh, it was
Hello,
truly magnificent. There are no words. Really.
Neat. Let's get back to Popla. She'll probably want to know what's going on in there.
Indeed. Nice. That went well. That went as planned. Hello? Stop that. That's rude. To the road again. Indeed. Fuckers. Why have you guys leveled up suddenly? What's with that? Gebba. Oh, it got impaled on the spike. New PC recently. New PC today. Spent all day building it. So the pieces have been arriving today and yesterday. They all arrived. It took me like 4 hours, close to 4 hours to build it and set it all up. Quick turnaround. I got this, it's because I didn't get new drives, right? So I didn't need to do like a fresh install of anything. I just needed to get drivers. Yeah, no, I was very happy with how fast it turned on. I didn't need to do any troubleshooting. It just worked. I love it. It's also been 7 years since I last built a computer. I didn't fuck it up, I don't think. Maybe used a little bit too much thermal paste. But there is so much cooling in this computer that it, But I can play board games with maximum there we go. Maximum textures. Here's the fight that we want. Okay, you do hurt. You do really hurt. I don't have any strength. This isn't so hard. Not with my level 2 Beast Bane. And 10 medicinal burst. About time though, yes. Indeed. Tiny. I kind of need you to get up. You were distracted this time. I'm not N anymore, I switched N swords. Shut it. She wouldn't say shut it, she'd say fuck off like now. Fuck off. There we go. Souls. Do I get anything cool from you? Other than a word? That was it? The word? What does that word even do? Let's do some word editing, shall we? Magic. Dark Wall and Dark Execution don't have any words. What have we got? None of these words do fuck all. Doesn't matter. Give it Gabba. MP cost minus 2%. That's it. It's the only. Okay. And oh, I had Gab. Now I have Gabba. Okay. Gabba's the one that I want. Souls is paralyzed level 1. But I already had Honir, which is paralyzed level 1. Item drop rate, MP cost, poison. Let's go with poison. Okay, but if I only use Beastbane, do I have instead of Solir? What is Soul? Souls just adds. What's the difference between Souls and NieR? MP recovery rate plus 6%. This is magic defense for 4%. This is better. Muscles. Muscles. Okay, well, it was fun killing it. That's all the reward I need. I really need to fucking take a piss. So I'm gonna be right back. Hello. We need to go speak to big old Pokes. I'm gonna check on Devila. I'm pretty sure you said that I don't have any side quests for quite a while. But as much as I trust you, yeah, okay. For my own sanity, I have to check. I'm going to shout at it. Side quest. Yeah, well, in this game, it's even more important because sometimes the main quest will lock off side quests. Like, you can't do them anymore if you do the main quest before you do them. But yes, correct. It is devious. But it's a thing, you know? But at least I wanted to worry about them. Okay. It's a shame. All I want to do is run around and kill things in 60 FPS. I didn't think it would be the FPS that I was excited about, but it is.
The death dream certainly is a strange illness.
Yeah, it was something all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
You guys did well. You've been making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too
I've
hard?
got a bore.
I'm okay. I can't just sit around all day while Yona's sick, after all.
If you say so.
So, anything I can do for you?
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. The work probably won't happen for a while, but once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things. Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind schedule at the moment. If you're willing to help out, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem. What do you need?
Great. So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days. I'm starting to get a little worried. So, maybe you can head over to Seafront and check up on him? I'll mark the location of his house on your map. He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to find.
Got it.
So the main quest is a side quest. Smooth as butter. Does anyone wants you're used to 60? Yeah, I'm sure. Like, I have no problem with 30. But going to 60, it feels...
A canal is fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
Do you think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh, really?
You could at least try to hide the utter dismay, you know.
What am I doing? Talk to the man with the red bag and see. Back to Seafront I go. Maybe I'll be able to... It is overcast. Maybe I'll be able to kill it again. I am going to stock up on healing cells. Medicinal herbs.
Make sure... Come back.
I'm sure I will. There's a medicinal herb. Didn't need to buy 2 of them, but hey ho. Cheap as chips, as they say. Cheap as chips. I could really go for a spam fritter right about now. Some nice deep fried spam. Already been there. Can I get you poisoned? You poisoned? You are poisoned now. Hey. Greedy. Greedy again. Yeah, I thought this guy was like gonna drop something, like an item, like kind of like the ball. Use it like a mini boss, but kill one, then he's gonna be good. Didn't get anything this time. Nothing? I got nothing? What? Maybe because I've already killed him today? Or during this weather site, because you said that weather doesn't change when you go back to the village. You have to go somewhere else. So maybe it would just be the way to leave the farm. Seems strange. Just rare drop. Does he drop the which level? Yeah, it was just fun. Does he drop the complex machine? Read the story of fate. There once was a famous poet in the land of the far, far east. Now, in his twilight years, his ability had withered, such that he could no longer craft a single stanza or verse. The poor poet spent every moment racked with sorrow for what had been lost, but one day, a monk appeared by his side, gently placed a blade in his hand, and imparted the following words. Yeah, I assume he drops the complex machine because the fucker. What you get, buddies? Because it was one of those guys that was the actual boss. Way back in the airy type of boss that dropped the complex machine. Whatever he gives you is not exclusive to him. Yeah. That's why I think he drops it. Because he's one of those big boys. Same as the other ones. Just crafting materials, I assume. And what's it called? Words, maybe. Here, take a blade. Hey buddy, you crying? Okay.
Hey, are you the guy who's supposed to help repair the canal? Popola sent me to...
Are you Altair?
Oh god, it's over. My life is over.
Surely you must realize nothing good can come of being involved with this particular endeavor.
Easy, Vice. Hey, so, are you alright? What happened? It's my wife. She left home a week ago.
Definitely Altair, right?
I'm so worried I can't even focus on my work. Oh, my sweet dumpling, where are you? Wow, that's terrible. Would you like us to help you look for
Hey,
her?
Rock.
Really? You
My
do
wife.
that for me? Sure. But do you have any idea where we should start?
Well, she always used to enjoy drinking at the tavern with her friends.
Alright, then I guess we'll start with them.
Thank you. This means the world to me. Oh, and by the way, my wife always carries a red bag, just like mine. If you mention that, it might ring some bells.
I've met some odd couples in my day, but none who felt the need to wander about flaunting matching luggage.
You need to get with the times. Coordinated outfits are all the rage. Plus, these bags are special. We bought them for our anniversary. But now my sweet dumpling is gone. And it's all my fault. Oh, God.
Okay, just stay calm. We'll go look for her, alright?
Bye, buddy. Okay, I need the woman with red bag.
I'm willing to bet that man knows more about his wife absconding than he's letting on.
One of the most dramatic wheezes I've ever heard. Yeah.
know that bridge out.
Yep. There's some sea turtles, nice. At the Hello.
Hey there, I'm looking for a woman carrying a red bag.
Are you now? Interesting. Did something happen to her?
She hasn't been home and her husband's worried. Do you know anything about where she might be?
Trouble in paradise, is it? Oh, those two never change. Anyway, the short answer is no. She hasn't been around here either. Though, come to think of it, she always got on well with the woman over at the tackle shop. Maybe you should try her?
Got on well.
I'll do that. Thanks.
Hey, what's the rush? You've got a cute face. Why not sit here and join me for a round? Or 3?
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm not old enough to drink.
Or spend time with you. Back off. Nice
Hey
hair.
there, do you know a woman with a red bag by any chance?
A red bag? Oh, sure. Although now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in a
You
while.
definitely got on well with each
Last
other,
time
didn't
she
you?
came around, she mentioned something about leaving town, but I figured it was just idle talk.
Leaving town, huh? Alright, thanks for your time.
If she has truly left this charming hamlet, finding her may prove most difficult indeed.
I just hope she hasn't been attacked by shades or anything.
I'm gonna open up my menu, and it's gonna say go speak to the guy again, isn't it? No, it's not. It actually says go look for her. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna run around by foot. How many tasty delights. Maybe she's one of the mansion. Maybe I can finally do something in the mansion. How old is Waka? I think like 17? Maybe? But Kaine's 17, right? Oh. Okay, I can do this. Perfect spider killing machine. Spikes. Could be here, though that is technically different areas, I don't think. 15, but not sure. That seems about right as well. Too young. Younger than Kaine. Okay. JRPG, so definitely young. Oh, it's 100 did not drop her name.
Something
No.
about that shade seems rather odd.
What is it, the fact that it won't die? That seems rather odd to me. Red bag? Red bag.
Hey, look at this.
It is identical to the red satchel carried by the man who sent us on this mad quest. Perhaps it belongs to his spouse.
Oh no. Do you think the shades got her?
Well, it's
I
a quest
fear
in
it
this game,
likely,
which
lad.
means if we ever have to go
I
and
sense
find
no
somebody,
other
that's
activity
somebody's
in the
dead.
immediate vicinity. We were too late.
Well, this is terrible. What are we supposed to say?
However difficult it may be, we've no choice but to tell the man the truth.
If I get bullied for my ability to tell the truth in this game, I will stand some. I'm gonna tell him the truth. Okay? The truth. The whole truth. And nothing but the truth. A whacker truth. No. That's not a thing. That is not a thing.
Hey, did you find my sweet dumpling?
We didn't, but we got this off a shade.
Oh no, this is hers.
So our fears were correct.
Oh God, how could this happen to her? This is all my fault.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask.
If I may, my good man, why did your wife leave home in the first place?
It's because I...
Told her
I
to.
think we should give him some time to himself, Vice.
No.
Honey, I'm home. Good heavens, you're a wreck. What's wrong?
Where's your bag?
Dumpling, you're not dead.
What in the world are you talking about?
Oh, you found my bag. Thank you so much. I can't believe I went and dropped it like that.
Oh, this is such a relief.
That, what was that?
Okay, seriously. What's going on? I see. So, you found a shade with my bag and assumed I'd been attacked and killed?
I'm just glad you're safe, Dumpling, but I'm also so sorry. This is all my fault. Oh, if I didn't eat that apple you were saving. Oh, God, I'm such an idiot! Listen, I promise I'll never eat anything of yours again. You just promise never to run away from home again, okay?
Run away? Have you lost your mind? I just went to visit my parents.
Huh?
I told you about this. Going to see my family, gone for a week. Remember? Ugh, are you serious right now? Why don't you ever listen to me?
Lad, my brilliant intuition suggests we should beat a hasty retreat from these two with all speed.
I'm gonna stick around
I
with this,
can't believe
because I'm
you
not
didn't
gonna lie.
listen to me, and you ate my apple. Ugh, you are the absolute worst.
What? Oh, like you're some perfect angel. You didn't even care enough about our anniversary to hang on to your bag. You, kid, I'm right about this, yeah? If anyone's wrong here, it's my wife, right?
Wait, you're asking me?
The husband.
Well, you shouldn't have eaten your wife's apple. That's not very nice.
But I was hungry, and it was just sitting there. Look, I'm glad you went looking for my wife and all, but that was low, friend. Low.
Did I cross a line there?
Besides, it's pretty rich to come after me for an apple when you threw away my entire stamp collection.
Yeah, why is he playing the victim? She told him that she was going to her parents, and then he didn't listen, and then ate her apple, thinking that she'd left him. And for some reason, it's her fault.
Ha! You're damn right I did, and I'd do it again. You are nothing but a hoarding slob. You there, my husband's in the wrong here, isn't he?
Pardon, but madam,
Why do you toss out his collection?
Well, to discard a man's precious hobby is a rather heinous act.
Oh, yeah, of course you
Why
would
is
take
he in the
his
wrong
side.
for collecting
Figures. You'd fit right in with his pile of collectible trash.
Collectible trash? Now see here!
Hey, Patrick.
Do you not
Bad
even
and
understand how
Brenda.
frustrating this is, you colossal oaf? This is exactly what I hate about you.
Fine! fine, hate me. I'll still sleep like a baby knowing I'm not an unreasonable hag like you.
Vice, what do I do?
You turn on your heel and walk away as fast as your legs can carry you, my good lad.
That's it. I have had enough. Instead of belittling me, why don't you get a proper job? Everyone in the neighborhood treats me like dirt, and it's all because of my unemployed slob of a husband.
Actually, I have a job now.
Wait, you what? You're kidding. Why didn't you tell me? That's great.
Uh-huh.
Well, I sort of wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, you big silly Billy. Well,
I
this
don't know
calls
if
for
you
a
still have a job
celebration.
after this.
Come
See?
on, I'm going to bake you a nice apple pie.
I kind of never showed up for work. That's why I'm here in the first place.
I have no idea what just transpired, but it has utterly exhausted me.
Well, looks like they made up, so all's well that ends well.
In the course of all that madness, I have forgotten why we even came here in the first place.
Oh, heck, the canal. We need to ask him about the canal.
Yeah, we do.
I can't thank you enough for all your help.
Sure, but listen, we need to talk to you about the canal.
Oh, right! That's why you came here in the first place, huh? Well, now that my love life is rolling in clover again, I'd be more than happy to get going on the canal work.
No, it's not whether or not you're happy to do. It's your job. It's your job that we're paying you to do.
Heavens, that was exhausting.
Tell me about it. Anyway, let's go give Popola an update.
Yeah, he thinks he has a choice. Is it? But we're not paying you to decide whether or not you want to come to work. But
The couple with the red bags were a strange pair indeed. It boggles the mind to think their relationship can persist despite such intense squabbling.
Well, they looked pretty happy in the end, at least. Maybe the secret to living a happy life is sharing your feelings, even when they're sort of mean and weird.
If you adopt such a strategy, I may leave for groceries one day and never return.
Father. I know you said don't bother, Shadow, but here I am. Can you please do your job? I can't do that. My wife don't think that I don't have a job and left me because of it. Yeah, you don't have one anymore, buddy. You're gone. Part of you just biting your knuckles. Well, I got Bessie, so... That is pretty nice, I think. Yeah, because I'm using Bess at the moment. I want Bessie. Bessie. I don't really know how physical strength increases when I do this. Because it's only a martial art, of which I have dodge and block. Unless it's on, like, parry, which I don't have because I don't use block. I think got so many buttons. Why would I ever take block over hard to hear me over the game sound. Is that on purpose? No? It is not on purpose. I will turn it down even more so. And we're just testing things today, okay? We're just testing things today. We're figuring out how to get the settings back that I so dearly need. And hopefully it's okay now. It's hard because the game sound is fucking all over the place. Sometimes it's this, that's pleasant and it's nice. And sometimes when you're in combat it just goes balls to the walls. So hopefully it's better now. Words and defend and evade are constant buffs if they're equipped. Ooh.
Goodness.
What about
It sounds like the canal repairman
Drop
had
rate.
quite the problem on his hands.
you've got drop
I'm
rate on
glad
some
everything
abilities?
turned out all right.
Is it if I kill something with that ability?
Thank you so much for your help.
Don't mention it. I'm looking forward to seeing how the canal turns out. If you need anything else from us, just say the word.
Hey, wait!
Huh?
Thank you, because I didn't actually have anything to
almost
do after I
forgot.
left there.
Yona is looking for you.
Oh?
She said she needed something from you.
Contact defend, okay.
Time to go play Big Brother for a bit, huh?
I guess so. Thanks, Popla.
What did I tell Yona? What did I tell you about staying inside, laying in bed, and not dying? Why do you... Bit better. Is it really that... It can't be that bad. Surely. It can't be. Though my mic does seem quieter than it should be. I can just get closer like this. Maybe this is better. Because the game audio was a lot louder earlier. It was only doing a little bit. Lower the stream volume. And that helps me sound louder than...
Yay! You're back!
Popla
What?
said you needed something?
Yeah. A favor, actually.
What is it?
Um,
I can't help if you don't tell me, sis.
okay, I'm gonna say it. Ready?
It had the effect of increasing me in the game, kind of went a bit lower. What?
I'm ready, Yona.
I
What
need
is
you to
Twitch?
help my friend.
How does that even make sense?
Your friend?
Yep, I have a friend, and we've been writing each other letters.
Seriously?
A pen pal? How delightful.
So who is this friend?
Well, he's kinda...
He? It's a guy?
Yes, and he's sick and in a whole lot of trouble.
His name is Grimoire Noir.
And I know that you and Vicey are the only ones who can help him.
Vicey?
Tell me about this guy.
He lives in this really big house down south, and he's super nice, and he's my friend. So you have to help
Mhm.
him. Please?
Yona, listen.
Please?
Great.
Please.
Now what do I do?
Well, don't say no to her.
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Yay! Thank you!
Perhaps because of bass, maybe. My voice is quite bassy. Audio mixing. Violins emit noise at a similar frequency to the human voice, so violin over voices
Great.
makes a bad combo.
Luna's got a boyfriend.
No, she doesn't.
Is
She has a
something
friend.
amiss, lad? Your voice is trembling.
No, it
We're
isn't.
going to the mansion. We're going to the mansion. Yeah, a good big brother and help a mysterious pen pal who definitely is not evil. Don't know why he would be evil. She can't just have a pen pal that's just a normal person. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, okay? This is a JRPG. Has to be some kind of demon. Or space entity. Surely they're not evil in the mansion with spiders outside that can eat you.
How can these creatures let us dispatch them without complaint? And what would make them appear in this area in the first place? It is
What?
hardly
Yeah.
what one would
Okay.
call
Oh, I guess it makes
especially
sense.
fertile ground.
Die. Hi. Ooh. Gabby. Ooh. I'm getting all the used coloring book. I guess the new. I unlock the button. Pen pal. Oh fuck! It's close, man. Right, you're right. Well, since I'm here already... Right, Shadow? Since I'm already here... What the hell? Alright. It's totally fine too, because XP and sometimes it gives items. I just like killing it. That's not what I want. I want words. I want weapons. I want paja solir. Because I got paji. I really love how they just become impaled in the spikes. Don't really need that, do I? This big guy really sucks. He's so easy to knock down. Like, I didn't even do anything there, but I was gonna use Punch Boy. And then he's just an instant kill. Like, these guys are harder to kill. Very good for control. Really, really nice for it. I look, medicinal herb. bitch. No, I want him. He didn't explode into a bunch of tiny spiders. Hello? You appear to be in the Grayscale Mansion.
We have been waiting for you, sirs.
Yes. Yes, you have.
Please, right this way.
Nothing evil whatsoever. It's always good when someone is awaiting you, isn't it? Especially when they're awaiting you in a place devoid of colour. Other than the crates. It's the distant future Nigerian Prince scam. Yeah.
Hello, sir / madam. I am in deep trouble. My treasure hoard has been captured by insert evildoer here. I need you to send your brother / sister to help me to the big mansion down south. If you do this, I will transfer 100% of any treasure they might find. Please and thank you.
Please, wait here.
Waiting's a bitch. Just let me know if any shades show up, okay?
Yeah? Are you not questioning why we're here, Kaine? Why are we in Resident Evil? Kaine, why are you in this pose?
Kinda sure is something, huh?
She must have nerves of pure steel.
Why am I playing Resident Evil right now?
I do not like this one bit.
What's the matter, Vice? Scared?
How to change your heart. There's a keyhole marked dark. It is! There's... I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't love it.
Perhaps we should head back, yes?
Why can't I? Because that's the game's way of saying this door is locked. Boom. There's no door cutscene though, which is a shame. Kaine's gone.
Hey, Where'd Kaine go?
I knew this was a terrible idea. Haunted manors and the like. Why does no one ever listen to me?
Kaine. This just is the entrance to the Resident Evil Manor. There's meant to be a door over there, but Barry's standing here. Never stops talking. All you can think now you see it, or you can think terrible voice acting. Oh, it's so good in that first room, especially. So good.
What's this? The picture has changed.
It has indeed. I would prefer it if you didn't point it out, though, Grandma Vice. This looks workable. I suppose we could take this and,
It looks like it's in pain. It's kind of scary.
Yes, come now. Brave faces. Onward and upward, eh? Yep.
is that what you're gonna say now, Grandma? Vicey, come on. I've unlocked the hidden items tutorial. Hidden items. Some required items may be hidden in the field, such as sparkling points to Why does it make you unlock tutorials? Just in the strangest of ways. For the most pointless of things. That is not helping anybody at this point in the game. Because to get it, you have to do the thing that the tutorial is teaching you about. I was like, maybe there are secret items. And it's gonna tell me about them.
Shades!
What foul hole did they crawl from?
I can't dodge. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, XP rate plus 4%. Big dictionary. Did not get the combat score until you're halfway done. That sounds about right. What is it on? Oh, it was only... poison. 4% is probably not that decent, is it? Wait, where did it go? There. 4% item drop rate's probably better. I'm gonna go with Paralyzed though, because I've already got poison on the stabby stabs. We can get Paralyzed on this. Wait, what? I know it. Oh, I thought I opened this door. Okay. Star hole. What's the time? Oh my god, it fucking is. No, I did the literally a scene in Resident Evil with a fucking giant spider walks out like that. Or one of the lickers. Fucking hell, man. Jesus. I mean, I love it, but fucking come on.
You're a male. Young. Not even 20.
You're an anime protagonist.
You figured that out from my footsteps?
It's not hard once you know how.
Then I suppose I should tell you about my friend Vice.
I only heard one set of footsteps.
Grimoire Vice does not strut about like a common land mammal. But enough of this introductory chatter. Let us hear your tale.
My name is Emil. I'm the master of this manor.
So you're the one who sent the letters?
Letters? What are you talking about?
Of course you don't know. Such a thing would be far too simple.
I do want Emil in my party,
No!
though.
Stay back!
Huh?
I'm sorry. It's my eyes. Anything I look at gets turned to stone. That's why I live with this blindfold.
What a remarkable skill. I've never heard of such a thing.
Anyway, I suppose my butler might know more about the letters you received. This key here can unlock any door in the manor. So if you'd like my assistance...
No, please, don't trouble yourself. We can get around on our own.
Oh, right. Sure. Well, here's the key then. The butler's quarters are at the far end of the manor. Let me at least give you a map. It's a big place, and I don't want you to get lost.
Well, the star key doesn't open the darkness door, does it? Yeah, the butler's the pen pal. Oh my god, the camera
The
angle.
butler's quarter...
Yeah, okay. Another save point there. Why does a blindfolded lad have a map?
Vice,
Well, he can
what should
see.
we do about Kaine?
He just
Leave
chooses
her.
to be
That woman is
blindfolded.
capable enough on her own.
So he doesn't have
Jeez,
to start.
remind me to never get on your bad side.
That's a stone map, yeah. Cool. Makes so much sense now.
What's that?
A butler.
It's a person.
Or at least a remarkable likeness of one. I knew this was a trap. Curse my brilliant intuition.
What? I was half expecting the rooms to go blue or red when I went in them on the map. Blue for cleared, red for
Somebody. Anybody.
still items in there. A fucking gun?
Shades!
Who's using the gun? Which one of you boys has a gun? They're against the law, you know. You need to stop, though. I can't evade in here. A stop clock. Well, I guess it's right at least twice a day. It's still somewhat useful. Not what I wanted. Oh. I try to waddle away, yeah. That's fine, but it was Kool-Aid. Oh, I made it all the way over here again. What? Shiny. Light key. Stop it, I can't dodge you. I just need you to stop hurting me. Thank you. Nice thick dictionary.
Whoa!
Is that another one? It moves!
A clockwork butler.
What's going on here?
Sir?
What is this?
Oh, this is my butler. He helps me out around the manor. He's a good man at heart, but a bit inflexible. Almost like a statue.
Yes, and I do apologize for that, Master Emil.
I doubt he's even human.
We're here because my sister received some letters from this manor.
Yes, I wrote those letters. Please forgive my impertinence. As you may know, Master Emil, deeply pained by his eyes, has shut himself away from the world. He suffers greatly behind that blindfold, and I feel it is my duty to help however I can.
Which is exactly why I've been lying to your sister, who is merely 10 years old, for the last 6 years.
I heard tale of the exploits of an emerging hero, and so I sent a letter to you under Master Emil's name. But I received a response from one Miss Yona instead.
Wait, so Yona's pen pal is you?
It is, sir. My letters merely requested that you come to the manor. I meant no ill intent.
I believe Yona saw the exchange somewhat differently.
Yeah, sounds like she misunderstood the situation.
Regardless, I am quite pleased to see you here. Long have I dreamed of the day we might be able to do something about Master Emil's eyes.
I see.
Yes, well, I am afraid we, or at least this lad beside me, is neither hero nor physician, so if you'll excuse us.
Please, we're so close. The cure for Master Emil's condition is located in this very manor.
Then why don't you just go get it?
Alas, the location of the cure has become a den for those abominable shades, and I lack the skill to combat them. I beg of you, defeat the shades and restore Master Emil's sight.
You know this is an impossible task. Why would you ask it of our guests?
Well, we've no more time to waste, so...
It's okay. We'll do it.
See here, lad. This is no time to play the hero.
People need to look out for each other, Vice. Plus, we have to find Kaine anyway.
1,000 thank yous. I owe you a debt that can never be repaid.
I'm really sorry for all the trouble.
Yeah, he didn't get the combat
My
butler
butler
upgrade,
cares
what the
so
hell?
much for me, but for him to make such outlandish requests.
1,000.
I mean, do you want sight or not, buddy? Because I am the person to go to. You follow me around now, Emil?
But hey, at least I can petrify your enemies. That's gotta be some help, right?
Yes, a lot of help, please.
Can't let you do this on your own. So I'll be right here if you need me. Maybe my eyes can be useful for once.
Whoa, buddy. Okay. Wait, what is it? What's that? I'm here. Yes, that's the dark door. They could have done this themselves. Yes. I have not done anything. He's just one-shotting everything. Dude, you have... He's faster than me. He's just better than me in every way. And yet I'm the one required to... It was just in a box. Dude, is it okay if I have this blade of treachery? Which is definitely not the Master Sword, by the way. Is it okay if I have this blade of treachery? I just found it lying around your house and was wondering if it was okay. Am I just touching this boy's curse? This boy's curse. No, Midas touch, you just wait. No. This boy's curse, you just put a blindfold on. Midas touch, even if you wear gloves, they turn to gold. The sisters were puppets of complex machinery. So fine was their construction that any who laid eyes upon them assumed they were human in every way. They were the embodiment of man's greatest technological achievements. They walked like humans, ate like humans, laughed like humans. The one thing they could not do, however, was shed tears, but they were not designed that way. That's what this fucking butler is. Wait, what? Ah! I got... Emil. Screen like getting slowly petrified. It's just been grayscale since I got near the house. I think it is, like, just the stone's presence. Okay, cool. Emil, did you run out of stone power? What happened here? What's the time? I want to see if we can go over here first. Everything's stone. Yeah, losing this is pretty fucked, but you can still see. Oh. Right? not around other people. But losing the ability to touch anything, if it completely goes, yeah, that's... Stop splot. Well, at least it's right twice a day, so it's good for something. Yeah, if you get some cycle traits, it's fine. This is much harder to do when I don't have a dodge roll. We good in here? We good now? Emil, if you could do more of the stone zappies, would be nice.
This is it. We should find the cure somewhere nearby.
Bah, I do not like anything about this place.
Is it Grimoire? Was I correct? When I was joking?
This book's kind of like you, Vice.
Oh, aren't we clever? As if any mere tome could compare to the wonderment that is Grimoire Vice. Petrification is a fearsome power indeed.
There's no end to this.
What do you mean? There's no end to
Pages
this.
of this infernal book are sharp as knives.
Guess you never learned that trick, huh?
Ow. Ow. Hey, Gabriel. How you doing? I'm fighting a book. Oh, he's just fucking disintegrating the pages. It's a hard read, yeah. It's Moby Dick. Real hard to get through, but satisfying when you do. So far you're fine. That's good at least. I can just do this. Step behind that. Oh, he just broke my shield. Okay. Fearsome power of paper cut. Ow. It is fearsome. See? You can even go through my magical shield. Emil, do your thing, please. This can't be the boss, surely. It doesn't do anything, it just shoots paper, which really is quite easy to avoid, unless you're me, apparently. Let's get a power. Let's get paid. No. Here we go.
Oh no! I can't petrify it!
That's in an orb. The book orb. The classic book orb.
Kaine.
Kaine!
And where have you been?
Lost. Where have you been?
Getting stomped by this thing. Help!
This foe's strength is beyond measure.
What do we do?
I am an arcane text, not some manual of combat. You are supposed to deal with such matters.
You guys run! I'll hold it off while you escape!
Who's this kid?
That's Emil. He's the one who runs this.
Fuck, this book is a real asshole!
She's not even listening.
She's too busy vomiting filth disguised as language.
You guys go! This is my fight! I can't ask you to die for me!
Aren't we the bold one? And yet
He's not a
I
spell
fear
book.
that
This
would
is
be
my
a
magic,
foolish course
isn't
of
it?
action at this juncture.
And besides, we'd never let you do that.
Parental advice is just kind of
Would you all
here.
please just shut the hell
Collects
up?
the words, and I
What?
use them.
I'm just saying, if you bastards want to have a goddamn civilized discussion on the merits of bravery and sacrifice, we can do it later!
Is this your way of encouraging us?
Have we truly sunk to motivational speeches from a woman in her undergarments?
I guess so.
No, it's phase 2. It is indeed. Phase 2 where it just has a shield. And the shield's breaking quickly now. Nice. Ow, fucker. Ow. Dead. Not a hard fight though. Oh. Not Grimoire Noir then.
Vice, this is it!
Research report on petrification. Well, well.
Dark Whirlwind. With magical rotating blades. Oh fuck. Stop giving me new things.
This passage is written in some kind of code.
And they're all so cool.
We went through all this trouble to find it, and now...
Oh look, Jeeves is back.
Please allow me to handle this, Master Emil. I shall put all of my efforts into deconstructing this cipher. No matter how long it takes, I will not fail.
Sebastian.
Ah, so the servant has a name after all.
Emil, listen to me.
What is it, Kaine?
Your eyes are not a sin. Don't ever be ashamed of them. They're a vital part of you. Do you understand?
did you...
This arm is an accursed weapon. I thought I would only need it until I had earned my revenge. Once that happened, I figured it was all over. But there's a reason I'm alive, that my arm is alive. And there's a reason for your eyes, too.
Kaine.
But listen, if this shade should ever...
No! Kaine. I promise I'll never give up, Kaine. But you can't give up either.
Well, we're off.
All right.
Hey, so Yona's sick, and she doesn't get out much. Do you think you might be able to send her more letters when you have the time?
I would be delighted, sir.
Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for everything.
Take care, Emil. I hope your eyes get better soon.
I saw you exchange some words with that
versus
Emil
like
lad earlier. Hopefully it was nothing inappropriate for a young man of his age. Speak the truth, hussy.
Book? Shut up.
Yeah, calm down, Vice. We've got our hands on all the sealed verses now.
All that remains is to find this grimoire noir.
Then we can finally save Yona.
I don't think it's gonna be that easy. Ooh. Okay, okay, okay.
Come back soon, okay?
It may take time, but I shall find a way to cure my master's eyes. I swear it.
Okay. I can fuck with this. Yeah. This'll do. Kind of keeps going too, it seems. There we go. Are there any shades that I can slaughter? Is Table Story live yet? It's perfect timing.
Yona, you need to lie down.
I know.
Okay, no, I'm sorry, Yona. Fuck, I can't leave. I need to save Yona. Yona, I need to save the game. Didn't like that upskirt.
It won't be much longer, I promise. I finally collected all of the sealed verses. Now, I just need to find Grimoire Noir.
It sounds dangerous. Will you be okay?
Of course I will.
Is this gonna make me better? Is my cough going to go away?
Definitely. Yona? are you talking about?
It's just... I don't want you to hate me because of this terrible disease.
Yona, I could never hate you. I'm gonna go see if Popola has more medicine.
I'm sorry I'm always coughing all the time.
What are you talking about, Yona? I'm just gonna continue to steal from my own home. Nice. Some tasty pocket money.
Yona's looking weaker and weaker every day.
Yes, but do not lose heart. You are the girl's last remaining hope.
And no pressure. None whatsoever. Well, this has been a wonderful time. I'm going to go now and test out all manner of different games, whilst eating many foods and watching Miss Slime. I'll see you next week. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.